this 520, I'm adding 6 or 10 zeros. Not gonna stop up until those zeros added. You know what I mean now?
Wow.
If I manage to convince one person to give me 500 rand,
Yeah.
so in my mind it's like, that's 500 million
Yeah.
now that I want now.
When you start a business, you start with what you have, where you are. This is the first time I met Siphiwe face to face. Like today? Like today.
Online. Wow.
And we've been working and together for.
Wow.
So this is also a sign to say, you know, internet is a safe space.
Most youth, that's what kills us. Immediately when you graduate, then you start thinking life owes you something.
Yeah, expectations.
And then it's gonna kill you, whatever that you think you're gonna get. Check the job description, then I create a proposal. This is what I can do for you.
Wow.
Instantly, you get respond. No. But when your stomach is full, you relax, you're like, oh, our Father, what in heaven. But if it's empty, you don't know where your next rent is coming from. You're like, God, if this is not working, take me.
It's always a blessing to get someone who will give you their time, because they say time is money. So, well, for a specific reason, I know we're gonna dwell into a lot of things, and like when we were speaking, we just want to hear your guys' journeys of life. You guys got certificates before you even lived it, birth certificates. So would just want you guys to share your journeys from the time that you started knowing what Earth is, when you were given names that you didn't get an opportunity to even select, and also up to where you are right now. I don't know. We can flip a coin. Who wants to start? And then.
I'm a gentleman. Your name is gentleman.
Equal rights. Go first.
Hey guys, as you know, and hi and hello everyone. My name is Patricia Lekalakala, and should I tell you my name and my age? I don't have to, right?
So listen.
Everything.
And I was born and raised in Val. So, wow, where do I start, guys? Do you have a pen and a paper? Because you're going to take the whole night. You can write a book.
Yeah.
So, wow, okay. I was born and raised in Soweto, actually, and I grew up in Val.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, after school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And my mom had just went through like a divorce at that time. And life was still like, you know, trying to, you know, so I then had to move to Val, and I stayed with her, and yeah, she was not working, and it was a bit hectic for me to actually go further my studies.
Yeah.
And I had to hustle, look around what I can do actually to upskill myself. And yeah, so where I started, I was volunteering a lot. Where I come from, it was a smaller kasi, it's Borki, so it's close to mines, right? So everyone that stays there wants to go work in a mine. It was like everyone's dream was to work in a mine, because apparently there's a lot of money, go to mine and stuff, right? And then through that, I also noticed the youth that was actually struggling to get job opportunities, the same mine job opportunities that they were looking for. So then I fell in love with the internet, guys. I was so curious to say, man, everything that I'm searching for, where is it coming from? And how does this thing work? And how come I can get a job opportunity for a job company in America, and I'm here? You know, that's where this curiosity started. And then I created an online newspaper.
Wow.
Created a Porky Outburst News. So this was a platform where I was literally giving, you know, because we started this Facebook page where we were just posting job opportunities, from nearby companies, whether it's ShopRite, Pick and Pay, Mines, and everything. And then the challenge then became people actually doing CVs and dropping them off.
Okay.
And I then went and approached a few companies. I'm like, look, I would like to actually drop CVs for youth in my community because they struggle to come decide and drop their CVs and everything, or maybe even an email where I can just help them, you know. So it went and went, and and I was not really making money from it. I was just giving back to the community, and my mom used to be like, yeah, I'm buying your shoes, and then the next time they're finished, you need to go look for a job, and you know, so...
Sorry, Pat, how old are you at this time?
I did my matric was 8, I was 19.
Oh, okay.
20.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So then I started putting out best news, and then everything went, and I would work with. I had to think of a way I can actually maybe get myself some smaller chin and I then approached, you know, this brother selling your fruits and veg, something. Like, guys, but then I don't see a poster of your menus and everything. I can create something nicer for you. I can create Facebook pages for you, and then you can post. I didn't know then that it was social media management. I was just doing it, you know. So
nice.
And that's where I started charging them, and unfortunately, I was in a situation that needed like real money. I started my corporate job in 2016 in Randbeck. One of the call centers, you know. I think everyone that has been in that is in corporate, they've started somewhere in Randbeck selling something for you know, sales company, and then from there I then didn't have the chance to go back to my online tabloid and updating. Then I got a guy whom I was working with, and he would just send me things and I'll approve it and he'll just post, you know. And from there I was pregnant with my second born that time, and when I went to maternity, I then applied for one of the biggest insurance companies in South Africa based in Sandton, and they took me as an intern, I was doing learnership. So I had to stop. I had a baby. I think he was 3 months, and then I had to stop a full-time job to a learnership because I've been wanting to work for that company for a very long time. And that was an opportunity for me. So I left the salary to a stipend. And I had a 3 months, you know, my mom was there, and it worked out. And fortunately, they took me in as permanent. That was my kickoff, and I guess because it was now this side, I was not traveling a lot to home, and that's where my corporate career kicked. And from there, lockdown happened. And
that's nature.
2 years later, we were in lockdown, and before lockdown, I wanted to do a traveling agency. I had already partnered with a lot of car hire companies and hotels, and then lockdown, I was like, why? You know, I was like, no, this is not going to work. And I remember we were working from home and everything, and I had a client who was like, oh my goodness, I've lost my job, and I work in tourism. I work for this traveling company, so there's no money coming in. I was like, oh, this means my business won't go, because we don't know how long we're gonna be in this situation and everything. And then I had to strategize and think what else, because I'm at home, I'm alone, and I'm working from 8 to 4. I get bored. What can I do? Then I remembered in 2016 there is a guy who actually came home in Borki, who was from Google Africa, Google Garage, and he was just giving us information about courses that we can do online, and SEO was one of it. Digital marketing, data analysis and everything, and I fell in love with SEO. So I did my course there first time, and then when I was sitting home in 2020, I was like, no man, there's this skill that I learned a while back. Why can't I just see what's actually happening in that? And then that's when I saw an opportunity to read, and I was like, okay, actually, now that I have a full understanding of what is search engine optimization, and we're in lockdown, this is what people need. This is what business needs, you know. So that's when I then started to register my company, Pet Level Digitals.
Oh, nice.
And I remember I said my first client, I didn't know what I was doing, guys.
Sorry, just to put a hold there. The SEO, was that for free, or they were sponsoring you, the Google guys, or?
It was for free. You can still do it for free even now.
Okay.
It's a free course.
Oh, nice.
So then I registered my business. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, okay, I've never had or seen anyone doing an SEO job.
Yeah.
Like, where can I get more?
And it's new to you as well.
It's new to me as well. Now I have a theory that I understand, but I need to put everything to practical.
Yes.
I approached one of my colleagues. He resigned and he started his own construction company.
Okay.
And my partner at that time, he had a construction company and was based in Limpopo.
Yes.
So there's a lot I learned back home. So there's also a program where we were like just teaching us how to develop websites and everything. So I did like 3 weeks. I still had an idea. So I approached these two guys. I'm like, guys, your companies don't have websites. Like when I create a website for you and I want to optimize them, they're like, what is that? I had to explain. Now I had to do like calls and I didn't understand what I was doing as well. Then I went on LinkedIn. Thanks God on LinkedIn and I met Siphiwe. So I followed him and I DM'd him. I remember like, yo, look, I see this is what you do and I'm still new in this and I need to learn. And Siphiwe like, you know what, I felt like he was just like, you know, sidelining even. I'm like, no.
Oh, okay.
I deal with professionals. We deal with, you know.
Yes.
But then he was, you know what, it's fun. I can help where I can. But also there's a SEO group buddies that we have. Here's a link, join. I think you can learn a lot from this WhatsApp group. And that's where I joined the SEO buddy and you guys, I've got something to say, right? Since 2020, right?
2020, yeah.
2020. This is the first time I met Siphiwe face to face.
Like today?
Yes.
Like
No,
today.
it's online.
Wow!
And we've been working and together for so this is also a sign to say you know internet is a safe space for you to grow and to learn, and don't be scared to approach people. Inbox them, see, because that's where you'll get the help. Because if you're sitting and you're like, no, but then, you know, so try your luck. And there are a lot of people willing, like Siphiwe out there willing to know. So we have like, we brainstorm each and every day, Siphiwe and I. We talk almost like maybe every week. So each and every time I'm on a call with him, it feels like I've met him. It's like I've seen him before, you know. So so thanks to you guys. So this is a sign that you know you can actually create your own journey, you know, and regardless of the background that you come from. Like I said, my mom didn't have the money to take me to school. But I had to do a lot of volunteering. I had to do a lot of short courses. I had to talk to strangers. I had to bother strangers like Siphiwe.
But I'm a bit curious. I'm a bit curious. Like, you know, when mom was complaining about, you know, I'm the one buying shoes for you and you doing all these things. I'm a bit curious, like, what was driving you? Because you didn't have anything, but you wanted to help people with businesses. And
I think what was driving me was the situation at home. Because as much as I was assisting youth as well to apply for job opportunities at Mines and everything, my mom used to be like, I see there's always a lot of papers here, CVs, but I've never seen you trapped in your CV. Like, what's wrong? Like, do you even apply? I was like, I don't think with where I want to be in life and what I want to do, and with the skills that I have now, will put me or land me in a job that I want to do, right? So with me volunteering, we used to host a lot of community events as well, and
Nice.
work with anti-drug, pregnancy, whatever, like youth, like everything, right? So what was pushing me was actually the situation at home that I wanted to change so bad, and I saw through me taking CVs and submitting them to nearby mines that you really need connection, you need money to get a job, you know. So it was, I never really lost hope when I was actually seeing that I was dropping CVs, but the people were not called. But then those who went via corners and everything, they were getting opportunities and stuff. But I was like, there has to be a way, you know. So what was pushing me was literally just the food situation at home. And my grandfather was a farmer, and every time he goes to his farms, he will take me with. So that's where my business entrepreneurship thing started. I always knew that I don't want to work for someone, but even if I do, I have to be running something on the side. Like I just want to have this, because I got it from a young age. I saw my grandfather, how he ran his businesses, and he was working as well. He was working for Eskom, but he had his farms.
You actually answered my other question, because I wanted to ask you, why did you then go and register another company for yourself? So if it stems from your grandfather, you know, that's actually power, eh? That's good. No, that's power. Hey, internet is on point, eh?
Yeah.
The people like from 2020, that's 4 years, huh?
That's 4 years.
And these guys are having meetings, these guys are running a company. How?
Hey, internet.
Internet.
It's literally in so there's a lot of ways for you to communicate with people. So I've had clients like right now there's a company that I've been working with from Ghana. They're also into they were doing like business branding and stuff. So for me to refer, so I was just like a middleman between the clients and myself. So it was cheaper for South African brands, especially startups, to get services that side because of their currency was, even though we're charging in dollars, but I was like, hey, let's change, you know, in rands, this is how much I want you to charge the clients, you know. And so it was working for them, I was getting them clients, and they would put on their profile that they work with companies from South Africa and everything. So and this morning I was talking to the guy, and there's another project that he wants us to do. So
Nice, that's beautiful. Amazing.
So this is all through internet. And I've sent money to Ghana, he sent money this side. We don't know each other. Never mind.
It's still in the African continent.
Yes.
Number one. No, thank you. Eh? Thank you. We always ask people a very interesting question. I don't know if it's the point, Mom.
What was the question?
I'm thinking
No, we are dramatic, but today.
Okay, please.
Today we always want to know what it is that makes you smile.
I thought of that. Yo, what makes me smile? Like, I think it's just this satisfaction of like, or rather, me appreciating the fact that I wake up every day in the morning and I have an opportunity to go create or a legacy, for my kids. You know, my kids are my everything.
Nice.
So everything that I basically do is for them. So every day I never start my day without talking to them. They know as well. I will never go to bed without, even if I'm out, I'll go to the bathroom. I'm like, hey kids, you know, even if it's a voice note, you know. So that's what keeps me pushing and smiling all the time. So I would say that's my purpose on this, and just to create a legacy for them and obviously the generations to come as well.
Nice, beautiful. That's great, eh? That's great.
You mentioned that your company is a pet label.
Pet label digital.
Oh no, I thought of the singers.
I know, right?
What else is that?
No. So how it actually came about the name? It is a colleague of mine that I used to work with at Discovery. Oh, what did I mention that name? Okay, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. So we were very close. So I guess Patti LaBelle was her favorite singer. So my name is Patricia, and most people will used to call me Pat. And she'll be like, "Oh, Pat LaBelle." No, not Patti LaBelle. And I fell in love with it, and this was through like we were close. And then so I'm like, okay, Pat LaBelle Digitals. I came up with a lot of names. It's not easy to name your company. It's not. So when I heard that, I was like, nah. When I got that, I was like, no. This is. I need something that is actually going to be. I need to be like my own personal brand, you know. So,
Interesting. Just like you built it out.
Nice. No.
Like, to be honest, I don't even know one song you're paid about.
No. Number one, I think Mambukazi will need to send an invoice to this company.
Oh no, wait.
To someone.
Wait.
Else.
We had this conversation. Apparently.
Yeah.
Now for you.
Yeah.
It's going to some financial manager.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because we made them meet.
September you get your payment.
This is history in the making.
Where's my phone?
So didn't you put it on the
I don't know, I think I left it in the last side.
You had it. I think it's there.
Number one.
Thank you.
No, Pat, thank you very much. Thank you for.
Transfer now.
Yeah, she wants to look for the app. We just didn't send it.
We've got all 4 banks on. Don't tell us. You're F&B, we're F&B.
Yeah. Anyway,
So,
even in Ghana, we've got a bank.
Everywhere. So I don't know if maybe I answered your question.
No, you did. I mean, it's so. We had another guest here that had a background as well, like yourself, but it's always that thing of the why.
Exactly.
Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Like everybody wanted to go to the mines, but you were like, no, man.
No,
why am I saying this thing about America? I can get a job here, I can do this, but why? I want to know why. Why is everybody like, you know?
Yeah.
And there's someone sitting out there and just thinking, oh, maybe I can just work at a whatever and not.
Yeah. There's literally like a whole lot of opportunities online, and I've seen a lot of content. They call them content creators. They call themselves content creators on TikTok and stuff, right? So it's quite exciting to see people are sharing what they're doing, especially with working for companies abroad, you know, and they're sharing details as well to say, look, I don't have a qualification in marketing or whatever, but I'm a paid media specialist for a company based in America. And this is what literally I had to study through Google courses.
For free?
Google Garage for free.
Oh.
You Google Analytics and everything, so it's literally for free as well. So so that's what we trying to create with Siphiwe as well. The white label agency. So we're just trying to give opportunities and a platform to people out there not knowing what to do with their lives. So we can just get in touch with us. We'll give you training, all you need. Yes, our courses are not expensive, very affordable. And we guide you throughout the whole program up until you secure yourself your first client, and everything up until your client, you know, up until you're comfortable to get your own clients. And it's I'm really quite excited about it. It's Okay.
I'm very excited that I was witnessing this. When these guys met, they only met on the internet. Number one. Number one. No, thank you. Okay.
Also, how we met, right? I was
the tech summit.
So that is also was hosted by another group of young entrepreneurs that I'm
Yes.
part of as well. So
Nice.
it's like a networking event that we host every first Thursday of the month.
One, yeah.
So everyone, whether you're a startup, you aspiring to be one, or you have an existing company, you want to link up, you want to pitch to investors, you want to be help with marketing, there's a whole lot of entrepreneurs there, and we host very, I would say, high profile people that have started their businesses from scratch. We had the lady from Naked Insurance. We had the guy, the owner of Easy Equities and Pepper Group, and so there's a lot. Mr. Banks, there's a lot. So that's a platform. And tickets, if you need free tickets, I can buy tickets for few people that are interested to come. It's not a problem. Or I can share the link, and tickets like 91.40. It's not expensive.
Yeah.
So, but it's really like it's worth it.
That's
to create
on point,
networking, and you'll never know where you secure your next job or your next tender or your next boss or whoever. That's true.
Nice.
Or your next husband or wife.
No. Okay. That is.
Why so much noise?
No, we are happy.
We are happy.
No, we are happy. No, this is a celebration. You guys meeting. It's a celebration. No, brilliant. No, thanks, but thanks for sharing. We really appreciate it. And I think we're going to actually move over now to your new partner that you met. Face to face. I know it's been a partner for 4 years, but number one, high five. So over to you, partner.
Oh yes, partner.
Great,
all right. So my name is Siphiwe Patricia, and I've got the middle name that I don't, it's not on my ID. My grandmother gave me the name Alfred. So it's Siphiwe Alfred Patricia. Okay, nice. I use that name when I'm drunk only. Like when I'm drunk, call me Alfred.
I'm not getting now. Alfred.
Oh yes, in the middle. No. I'll tell you after this class.
Brilliant.
Right. Born in Soweto. To be specific, in White City, there's an area called White City, Chabavu. So that's when I was born. It's my grandmother's house. So, but what happened when my grandmother and mom told me is that when I was born crippled. I don't know, it's the right way of using it. Crippled. I didn't know how to walk. Couldn't walk. Wow. Like, wow, okay, me, lying or something. Right, but I remember because I never crawled like any other kids. I was like, what do you call that?
Did you use your bum?
Yeah.
My younger sister used to, she was like...
So I think when I was 1 month old, I had like a sinus problem, so they took me back to the hospital, and I spent like 6 months there or something like that. All right, yes, and because my mom got me when she was like 15 years, and at that time, it was a and so because she was also young, so at hospital they called my grandmother to say, should we operate? And my grandma said no. Right, so they took me back and I started growing, so they said, Bostoto, and I like, you always, so but when my great granny passed on, so in is into what we do. When somebody passed on, we bury them maybe this week, and then next week we call it Skeza Maharavu, like the yes. So after that Monday, when my grandmother came back to work, I think I was like 5 years old. Then I was standing running. It was unbelievable. That's a story that my grandmother told me. Nothing, I don't know how. I was like, okay, cool. So my grandmother, I think through that we had a strong bond because my mom, I call my mom Sisi and I call my grandmother Mom. Everybody at home called my grandmother Mom. And so my uncles, my mom's uncle, they are my uncle. So my So that's how I grew up.
Nice.
Yeah, and as you grow up, like you trying to find your feet. You're like 15 years. There's pressure of everything out there. As a Soweto, it's a country on its own.
Yeah, yeah. I like how you say it's a country.
It's a country on its own.
Yeah,
yeah. You test this. There's people there's crime. There's drugs, alcohol, cigarette, you test that. Right now, that's not me. I can't be like this. No, I can't,
Yeah.
But my grandmother knows something. When you need to go to school.
Nice.
So I knew whatever that I was doing, but I know it's okay. Back then, we had like, I'm a bash, bash. So my uncle, last born, my grandmother's son, last born. So he was a DJ. Okay, still a DJ. So we used to go out to the parties, it was always hectic. So come back, we sneak home around.
And now you would walk and run, no longer crawling.
Now, throughout that period, I think maybe 5 to 7 years of maybe let's say 12 to around 17, I tried sports, the likes of your soccer, dololo. I played swimming. Swimming was something else. I felt like, this is something I should do. But we went to a tournament and everybody came with a medal except me. I was crying from there till home.
Wow.
Till home, I would never forget that day. I was crying. Even one lady with 5 medals was like, "Oh, let me give you one." I was like, "No, I don't want that. I want that one. I want that one. Not this one." I left. I left swimming. I went to boxing. So today they gave us those gloves and we started. Tomorrow they were sparring. So they gave me this one stupid nigga who beat me up.
And you say, not this one again.
Now I'm like 17, 18.
Yeah,
matric. Didn't pass my matric.
Nice.
Now, back then, we used to sell like CDs, clothes, those second-hand clothes. The guys there, they know what's happening. They'll tell, no. With the 200 rand, you can buy, 4, sell, buy, sell. Now you've got a stock. I was like, I'm doing that. I started doing that. So why I was so brave to do business, because at home, my grandmother had her own business, which was a makot. I don't know what panicha or something. That one I'm a miss meat. That one.
Bread,
my mom was selling alcohol, and then DJ, some are doing tiling, some are doing what do you call it? That hair mouth dye. Pink, red, those. So even now, something like that. All right, cool. So my mom passed away.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Now, you are her son, you need to take over the business.
Oh, okay.
Right. Now, I've got 2 degrees. I've got an honors and a bachelor, so in communication science. Right.
Okay.
Now, Siphiwe, take over. I'm like, no, but I want business, but not like this one. I want a business. Then I started describing to everyone who's asking me, I want a business in an office park where people come in and they go and they've got their HR, we've got an accountant, what. What led me to understand business in that angle is because back then we used to watch Generation. Remember Generation?
Oh, yes.
Yes, I wanted something like that's me. Yeah, that's me. I want a business like that.
Oh, okay.
That's me. I was like, okay, cool. I want something. Like
So this was just a dream. This was just
yes.
Nice.
So I don't want where I'm dealing with people who are drunk. No. That's my mom's business. Mine. I'm gonna, wear like a proof case back then when you have a proof case.
Yeah.
Right. So what happened is, okay, after selling everything, so when you have like a tavern, so SAP, what they give you, like fridges, what. So you have to take it back, everything, and the alcohol that was there, some of it was sold, some of it was given to people who were there by the services that day when we were burying my mom.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Now, okay, so there's this mentality, and I think most youth, that's what kills us. Immediately when you graduate, then you start thinking life owes you something.
Yeah, expectations.
And then it's gonna kill your whatever that you think you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Right, so I knew Guti, I needed to get a job in an office at least, and move with my laptops and,
You're looking for your briefcase.
Yeah, unnecessary English in the office. So, so I didn't get. Now it's a problem. Right. But this is what happened when I was doing, I think my first year.
Yeah.
So they used to give you like UNISA, they used to give, I think it was MPL 1501. They would give you like a prescription textbook.
Okay.
Prescription, yes. So what you would do, they would tell you read certain topics or chapters. Yes. So when I read the marketing chapter, it spoke of one word. I picked up one word, which was guerrilla marketing.
Oh, okay.
And then that word stayed with me.
Yeah.
Why? Then I completed my courses, and now life it's going south, and now I'm sitting like this. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, there was this word guerrilla marketing. I went to the textbook.
Yes.
Then, okay, started online.
Yeah.
Checking. So back then the internet, we used to have like free internet at the mall. There was this Riavaya station. They used to like free internet. I would walk from home to there just for internet. Wow. Right? And they would drop me, there's a possibility that they would drop me off my laptop or my phone or something. Yeah. So I would walk there, and then what is this? Then is it Jay Connery, the founder, they call him the father of guerrilla marketing. So he was the one who coined that name.
The name, okay.
And I was like, okay. Then I started his webinars, seminars.
Researching.
Yes, like, okay, it's something that I can do this.
Yes.
I'm thinking from the stomach, I'm not thinking from here. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, you had pressure.
Yeah. So what happened was, okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Spreadsheet, do the things.
Nice, yeah.
Pitch. Now it's time for pitching.
Oh, yes.
So before that, when you register, and I think also the youth need to know this, when you register a business at CIPC, it's not done. You're not done.
Yeah.
There's still sales.
Yeah.
When after registering, I thought titles will be coming. I'm sitting for the CK number, relaxed. They are coming. 2 months, quiet. Like, hey, man, now what's happening? Yeah. So I met a guy. That guy was driving like I think it was an ML63. Got connected by someone. I think she was a DJ at his place. Then I went to this guy and pitched, and then he said, "No, it's not gonna work, but in a rude way. Like, no. Went home and cried and like, why is it not working? Because I'm hungry now. It's not like I'm waiting for next month. No, now it needs to work now. This guy needs to pay me now, and I want to buy bread now."
Is it the same cry from the meadows?
It's the same. So because as I was learning about guerrilla marketing, we have more than 163 types of marketing.
Yeah.
right?
True.
But when you learn about it, so I bought a book called The Guerrilla Marketing Revolution. Within that book, they will tell you all types of guerrilla marketing. Within them, I think it's number 51 or something, there's online marketing. Within online marketing, we've got 50. Now I need to go through them one by one.
Yes.
Like, no, this is not me. This is not me. But I have to list them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Now I need to pitch. I'm hungry. Then this guy said no. Wow. Then I came back and said, okay, what is wrong? Okay, I can't write. But I need to write. But I can't write.
Yes.
Right. So this is what happened then.
Yeah.
Okay, web development. What is web development? I need to understand web development from sales side.
Okay. Yes.
Because I need somebody to pay, not do the job. No.
Yeah.
I want to convince you to buy so that then I'll learn it along the way.
Yeah.
But for now, I need something to sustain my life, right? So what happened is I started learning WordPress. It was popular. Yeah, I think it's still popular. But back then everybody was doing Wix and it was Wix and WordPress. I learned WordPress. Then there's where you need to do your HTML, your JavaScript, your CSS. Damn. Yeah. Hey, now I need to go and for you to validate this HTML, what you need an internet. Yes. So I had to go to at 5 o'clock winter, go to the Real station, sit.
Oh yes, the free.
Yeah, you need to sit there. Yeah. That is why when somebody says, but I don't have resources, but you've got an internet.
That's free.
And something is wrong with you. Not life. Because life is not changing if you're not changing. It will change when you change. That's how I know it. Yeah. Right.
That's far.
Now at least I understand a little of coding, web development. Paid media couldn't do it because I don't have money to write.
Yeah.
Copywriting, just to write one paragraph, it take me 6 hours. I was like, no. Online reputation caught my eye, and then SEO.
Oh, okay.
Right, that's how I met SEO. I was like, this one. Okay, so since my passion is to understand why people are thinking the way they think, I was like, this one.
Yeah.
It's the one. I bought a book called All-in-One SEO for Dummies. You know those yellow books?
Oh yeah, the yellow. With the funny picture. Yes.
But tell me about that and about the art of SEO.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
All-in-One, it will teach you how digital marketing works. What's first?
Yeah.
Because we need to build your website, content, this, then you understand, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So that type of person who know how to do this is called a team model marketer.
Okay.
So it means we call it inch wide and mile deep. So you understand the basics of everything, but you master one.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we call it a model team marketer. Right. Now at least. Then I met another lady who runs a debt counseling business. I was like, okay, I can do SEO for you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm talking about, but I read that book 7 times. Yeah. I read the book 7 times. I can tell you exactly, but I can tell you how it works.
You see these dummies books, eh?
No, that one is for dummies. They would step by step everything. Right, from keyword research. That's how I learned how to do keyword research.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we pushed, that lady said, no, I'll give you $2,000.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, $2,000. But I'll give you 500 as a deposit. I couldn't believe. So when you're doing these things in life, so you need to be crazy. That's number one. You need to put your head in the sand. It's you. Nobody's coming to help you. You need to understand that, right? So he sends the 500 rand. I remember 500. The 500 rand. I think I had like $20 on my account. Yeah. But in my mind, I was like, this 520. I'm adding 6 or 10 zeros. I'm not gonna stop up until those zeros added. You know what I mean now.
Wow.
So in my mind, it's like, that's $500 million.
Yeah.
Now, that I want now. So it's like my mind now, like I'm programming. So I'm not going to be poor. again. So what it means is I know my life is not going to be the same. If I manage to convince one person to give me 500 rand, 500 is a lot of money. Yeah, but you managed to give it to me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so if I can get 50 of these, 100 of these 500, so it's gonna.
Wow.
Right.
That's powerful.
Now you try. Things are not, things are not working. So another thing that I think when you're looking for a job, especially for a youth, job or anything, or how to upskill yourself. So you do what data analysis. Data analysis, it's not that deep as we, like when the data analyst, we paying you 900,000 a year, then you start thinking, oh, I need to, no, simple. So what I did is, that's how when you're looking for a job now, this is what you need to do. This is what I did.
Yeah.
So you go to Pinterest or any other platform.
Right. Yeah.
What you do is you go to maybe SEO jobs.
Yes.
It will show you 100 of them. Okay. Because that time I wasn't searching for, because I had communication science qualifications. So what I would do is I would communications jobs.
Okay.
Then it showed me, right.
Yeah.
You take your spreadsheet. You take, they call it requirements.
Yeah.
Right. They would say CSS, we want somebody who understands basic CSS.
Yeah.
You take CSS, you put it on a spreadsheet. We want somebody who does copywriting, you put it there.
Yeah.
Right. Job number 2, you do that. Right. But as you are pasting them on your spreadsheet, you highlight them. CSS yellow, copywriting blue. Right. After you've got maybe 50 jobs doing the same thing, you go to your spreadsheet and you filter your spreadsheet maybe by color. So it will take the yellow up, it will take the blue underneath. Then you can see what is popular, what is needed, what is urgent now. Then start saying, oh, okay. So I need to learn. So so you can't be in a hurry to get employment so that you can buy polo and tell everyone that, oh, I've got a polo, kasi we polo, Hennessy, hey, those two things, dangerous. So that's what happened. You don't rush. You don't rush and say, okay, I'm gonna give myself maybe 3 months or 1 month or depends. Then you learn those skills. Then you update your CV now. Now you've got a CV that is relevant. That when you send immediately, they reply immediately.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
That's
I started sending. When you send, now there's a guy called David from Pretoria sent in, and then he said, no, we regret to inform you, blah, blah, blah. And then I called the guy. I said, but why? He said, no. 1, you are far away. 2, your age, it's now I'm like 30.
Oh,
80, yeah. Like, okay. The plan now was, instead of sending a CV, now I'm sending a proposal. I check the job description, then I create a proposal. This is what I can do for you.
Wow.
Instantly, you get respond. No. So I got an opportunity in a company called WSI. They said, come. That was a disaster. So I'm wearing a suit. That one from graduation. Suit, tie. I've got my laptop. I'm going to pitch. I'm going to show them. And then when you get into the office, they looked at me. Everybody's wearing like this, chilled. And then as I was trying to explain, they said, come. Give this guy a computer. Sit here. Give this guy clients. I'm wearing a suit.
Yes.
I'm sitting like this, like, what's happening? Like, I didn't.
And the environment is different.
It's different.
People are relaxed.
Yes. I was like, yo, what's happening now?
Yeah.
Then I started working. But my mind, I don't belong here. I need to be the best. I need to, because if I lose this, because when all of these things happen, remember, it changes how I pray. But when your stomach is full, you relax, you're like, oh, our Father, what in heaven. But if it's empty, you don't know where your next rent is coming from. You're like, God, if this is not working, take me.
Why am I here?
So it's not working that time. You're like, God, now. Now. Don't tell me next now. Right. But now, as you're doing that, you learn SEO. It's a lonely career.
Yeah.
You will start with a task, 5 days. No, then I was like, okay, now I need people who understand this better than me. That's when I started the SEO buddies.
Oh,
I think we're sitting on 160 now.
What is it?
SEO only.
It's a group.
It's a WhatsApp group, yeah.
Oh.
So when you have an issue that you don't understand, you just post it there. Hey,
Nice.
then you get help. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes everybody's like, hey, what's happening?
What's happening?
But what I liked also about that, they would send an update before I know that there's something happening. Then you know, then you go and research.
Oh.
But when you're alone, after 6 months, you're like, oh, there's this algorithm update. They're like,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
Hey, that's power, eh?
So you build those resources.
Yes.
Yeah. So like, okay, build my template. Okay, next week it's hi pet. Next week it's hi Kuda. Like I changed them. Then oh no, I'm interested. And then they started coming. Oh, okay, then we've got at least now. And there's jobs there for SEO. No, there's deals. Or I want somebody freelancer. You know. Yes. So it's like that. And there's people who are good. You know, sometimes you think you are good up until you meet people who are good. Like wow.
Even company owners, by the way.
Yes.
Wow.
Joined, so they always looking for.
Yes.
That's power. That's a powerful mindset because it means you'll never walk alone, eh?
Yeah.
You need to collaborate with people.
Definitely.
And you'll never know everything.
That's where the start of white label agency. So before it was Elinka Group. Elinka Group, it's Elizabeth, Lindy, and Tlantla. So it's my grandmother, my mom, my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Right. But a company like that, it's close to you. You don't want any suggestion. It's yours. It's here.
It's DS.
Yeah, it's
your
personal.
DNA.
Yes.
DNA.
I was like, no. This is killing me. Then I changed. Why I changed it to white label? White label, it's a company that helps other companies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so there might be a company that is strong in web development. We partner with them. We do that, right? And then we also do training. Yeah. So there's another one that we introduce now where we do like your WhatsApp consultants, because if you need my access, pay me something at least. Because sometimes a task at work, let's say, can you do this? Like but you've got somebody, you say, hey, in the task, so please help me with that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's those 500, 750, depends who is this. Like, I 750. When you look money. All right, so that's that. And I think now what is important is, that level that we in now, it's where we get people with passion, people with love of the internet, who knows that they can make something but they don't know how. Because for me to do a proposal, it took me maybe 6 months to just do one proposal. To onboard a client, I didn't know. To strategy, research. No, but if you are part of the system, you know that you've got all the resources. Simple as that. That's what we're pushing now.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's power. Eh? There's power in collaboration. They say there's value in collaboration. Actually.
So that's my story.
Nice.
So with Pet now, so we're moving along those lines. I don't think if there is South African web a company that does that, I haven't seen it. So,
but wait, me, I'm still shocked. Like 4 years, you guys haven't met. Like it's still I don't know.
So what is nice about that? So if there's a goal, I don't need to meet you.
Okay, were you in Ghana or what? Or were you still in Ghana?
Okay, I stay in Alex. He stays in Midrand at that time.
And 4 years, and you guys are working together in
away.
Wow.
And
it's amazing how via free internet works. It's amazing. Eh?
And when at that time, Riavaya, so you can't use gloves because you're using a mouse.
Oh yeah.
It's 5 o'clock, it's cold. Then you need to remove your gloves. You're sitting like this, you like this.
Wow.
And like download all the PDFs that you can think about. Go home and
start reading.
Cram them, not cram. Like I know how to do this.
Hey, that's amazing. Eh?
So there's another thing then that is interesting, especially when you're selling these digital skills. So what you do is you package your services where you have like your website launch campaign. There's a services that.
Sorry. Before you get into that, now you know the question that you're gonna be asked, right?
Please remind me. This thing is just.
No,
what makes me smile?
She's gonna ask you. Yeah.
Why am I designated to ask this question?
Yeah, clearly you must. You must. Can you get some more water? Can you get some more?
What makes you smile?
Okay, there's two things that makes me content. I think when I'm content, it's easy for me to smile, right? So there's a lot of things that can make me smile, but there's two things that make me smile, and that's my motto. That's my always on mindset. No, two things that makes me smile or content. One, it's money, right? Let me call it banknote. Let's call it banknote, you know?
Okay.
So as long as you've got something in the house,
Yes.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't need to lie to yourself and say, no, money, I don't like money. But you know, if they can give you something now, you know you're going to be happy. So we and my goal and how I understand life, it doesn't have to resonate with you or you understand it's mine.
Yes.
That's one.
Yeah.
Two, it's knowing what I'm going to do tomorrow. And a lot of guys, youth, whoever, they don't know what they're going to do tomorrow. That's, you see someone skin, it's like even the mentality, like he's not thinking straight because he doesn't know what to do. You wake up and sit like this, it's dangerous. That's suicidal. Yeah. So, but if you know tomorrow, wake up, check my emails, call Pat, we brainstorm on this, do this. Even if you don't have to pay, I don't have to be paid. But I know tomorrow how does it look like. So even if today I can win lot and lose all the money, but I know after that money is gone. Even if at work they can say, as people, thank you for your services, but I know day after that what I'm gonna do. So that's what keeps me sane, keeps me content. I know if I don't have this today, but soon I will have that because I know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. That's that. So you sort that out.
Nice.
Right. I think this platform, the social media, they confuse people because now we want to go from where we are into that. Yes. You don't know that person why is changing bushes every day. You don't know
what they went through.
Yeah, so if you know, good, no, whatever that I'm doing is generating 100 rand. If I can save this 100 rand, I will have 400, then I'll buy that. You know. Nice. You know you affording it, you know that you don't afford it. Simply your life becomes, remember when I said life, it's not easy. I said life, it's simple, not easy. Because there's a formula. You wake up, you do this, done. Someone's going to say, hey, I want this. Here's something. Yeah. Then you've got something. Yeah. Then you can buy something. Yes. But if you don't have somebody, there's a guy called Miles Monroe. Oh, yes. That guy said, people need to know what to come to you for. Yeah, so you can't call me to the party, but you can call me for something.
For what you know that I can deliver.
Simple. But now we call people for everything and anything. Yeah. I think I answered your question, sorry.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, brother. Give that man a belt.
I actually need a belt.
Give that man a belt. No, that's great. No, that's great. No, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's actually, you know what, I'm quite amazed by the mindset and just going back, like, look, you're saying that, okay, it's fine. I'm still going to get in the cold and still going to get there. I'll get something you didn't know, right? And it's the same thing that you were saying. Like, look, I don't know. I'm not going to get into mining, but there's something I'm going to do. I'm still going to get there. And then you get to a point where you say, but you know what? I'm not going to do this alone.
Yeah.
Let me work with someone else.
Definitely. We need each other.
And it's the same. It's the same. Like you're saying, but you know, I'm not there. Yes, my mom is telling me this. I'm not there, but Mabukads, this is what we need to work on. You see, let me help you. You've got this. Are you online? What was that? What were they selling? Was it like what you call it? The guy that you say fruit and veg and say, where are you? Are you there? But who called you to say come and check where I am? He did. So it's and I guess like you were saying that. No one is gonna come and help you. Yeah. That's quite powerful. Yeah. Like you have to take that initiative.
Sure.
And say, look, you know what? This is where I want to get to. I want to have that briefcase. I saw it with someone, and I really want to have it as well. So it's possible. Yeah. So I'm also gonna get that opportunity to say, look, I'm gonna try whatever it takes, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes from my end. Until I get there, I like the tea and then that's
the mile deep.
Yeah, the mile deep. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that. That's quite power, if a person understands. Because very recently, one of my cousins, like yesterday actually, she's into entrepreneurship as well, and saying, I feel like I'm doing everything. And I don't know where that came from, and I just said, look, there is a starting point. The key thing is action. You have to be working on something.
Yeah.
And then in the process, you will get it. And that's why it resonates with me. Like, just open it, you'll get one thing later on.
Sure.
That's going to take you deep. And that's quite power.
Yeah, it's just that there's sacrifice that you do before you understand those things. I think the story of Jesus teaches us like for you to get something, you need to give something, which is a sacrifice. And there's this thing that happens, and I think a lot of people need to understand that. So there's a time when things are not going well, and then you feel like agitated. Your old self is dying once you die, and it's not easy, because if you can remember, even in the story of Jesus, would say, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, umshielani, what, because it's painful. It's painful for you to move from where you are into the next level. Yeah. So up until we understand, and people take their life, and it's not the flesh that is dying. Yeah. It's your old self that is dying. Yeah. That is why you need to be allowed that process. Yes, and then now you've got wow. And when you're a new self, nothing, because even your friend come and drink, no, you're a new person. Yeah, you know now it's different. Yeah. But now we want to go to the next level with the baggage of things. So you need to die. So remember, if somebody dies, you leave all your money, your houses, your family, you leave them. So you're gonna leave the old self and move, and baggage, and then you just flow. And there's another level of going to another level. So once you understand that, and another thing, I love the Bible, especially when you're using it in there to further your life, right? Yeah. So it was, who's this guy who had, I forgot the name. Okay, it's that creative juices.
Oh, the creative. Weird. Just explain to us.
So it's who was this guy who pointed a stick? Moses. Moses. Yeah. Moses didn't know how to pass that. Yeah. So when he prayed, God says, "What you have in your hand." That's a powerful thing. So meaning, whatever that you want, you already have it. So you've got your laptop, you've got your internet.
Yeah.
What do you want?
You've got a cell phone.
Yeah.
You don't even use a laptop. You've got a cell phone, you've got your Wi-Fi, you've got your data.
You've got a link. You've got a LinkedIn that has pad.
Oh,
What?
yeah,
What
yeah,
you need? Yeah, so you can't think and say, oh, that friend of mine who's in KZN. No.
And even if you're still not able to walk, you could still access.
Simple. So that's how you look at first. You look at first. What do I have now? Before you outsource, what do I have? I've got a phone, I've got a data, whether you go somewhere and hotspot,
True.
but I've got the access to that. What's happening? Who's who on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
There's Pet. This is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then
DM.
Pet might say no, but I'm going to the next Pet.
Yes.
I'm going to the next Pet, and the Pet sees me after like this guy. There's a movement. It's like, hey, so.
Sure.
I think I have something for you. I think it also applies when yesterday I posted something on my status and someone was like, but then how does a startup maintain or rather grow to sustain the business and stuff? I'm like, but then also sustaining your business is not about the knowledge that you have. I think that's what most startups or rather entrepreneurs fail. You're thinking, I know how to code, I know how to do this, I can build, I can do that. But it's not always about the knowledge that you have, because the knowledge that you have, you don't know what your client is thinking. It's about learning each and every day. When you run your business, you should learn from your customers, and that's where you grow your business. That's where you know where is your next service or where you go in your next venture in your business, because with the knowledge that you have, you're literally just going to focus on what you know, and you won't look or maybe gather ideas or from your clients. Feedback from clients is very important. Definitely. It helps you to grow. It helps you to know how to approach your clients tomorrow, and also in terms of and then the second question was like, okay, it's fine, I get that, but then I'm stuck. Funding. Where do I get funding? Like that is the most biggest mistake that we do. When I started as well, my boyfriend at that time, he was well off, he's a tenderpreneur. He had big construction companies and he would get big contracts and everything. And I used to nag him. I'm like, bro, just borrow me, just borrow me 50K, it will come back. He's like, no, Pet, I don't think you understand what is business. So from the journey that I actually had with him, he made me understand to say, no, when you start a business, you start with what you have, where you are. Sure. Because there's no way as an investor I'm going to take a risk with my money into your idea that you don't want to invest money in. If I'm giving you 50,000, how much are you bringing to the table? Because I cannot take the risk alone. Sure. So that's why most of the reason why most businesses, I think they fail, because we're always looking to get money tomorrow. Even if you want to do farming, like start small, with your garden, get seeds for 10 rand at Pick and Pay or wherever, start there and approach Boxer or whatever, where you can just list your things there, and then they can put your veggies on their shelves. And then the more you get exposure, the more you get clients and everything, that's when you come to me as an investor, or I come to you as an investor, look, this is where I started, and this is the potential client that I'm getting, and unfortunately I'm not able to supply. The demand is high, and I need money to actually grow so that I can actually supply to this. Then now I know that if I give you my money, you're not gonna chow it, you're gonna use it, and it's gonna come back. So I think that's where the mistake, like a lot of businesses make, and then that's where they fail, because they always want money. They think entrepreneurship is a nice life, where you just wake up and you're a millionaire.
Yeah, isn't you say that just because CIPC is done, you think you're okay? They sales, and even it's what you mentioned, like after school, and you think you've got all those certificates and it's just gonna happen.
Then someone must come to you.
Then someone must just give you money, and then
that is why when somebody writes business plan, I'm like, okay, I'm out. No.
Funny enough,
You log out.
No, why? We don't need that.
Yes.
We don't need plan. We want to. We need to go out and sell.
Action.
Phela nje. So I remember. So I got this lady who has like a debt cancelling company. Said those people you can make food. I'm a center side. You can make money on the side. I want somebody when I'm at the mall. You stop people and then they come and then they. I was like, okay, cool. I'm thinking. So it's dangerous to think with your stomach.
Hey.
I was like, okay, cool. Let's go. Whoa. We'll never ever tell you no now. No. Again. Right, so here's me. So here's, hi.
Yeah.
Like you. I know, Siphiwe, be patient. You're like, yo.
There's no patience.
Right. So that lesson taught me to be strategic in a way. Before you say no, I already know that you're not going to buy. You're not going to say no. You're going to say, Siphiwe, I don't have a budget. You're not going to say no. Because once you say no, I remember that like, oh. So it's only through experience to learn what's working, like Pat was saying. So you talk to the client, then you know, this is how I'm updating my model. It's going to be like this. This is how my sales is, So writing a business plan, okay, why? Like, why? So where's this month projections? Where is it? So I know it's important to do like your projections. Yes. I know, but we do it based on the real money. We know that a month we're making 100 rand. No. So if you say 100 times 5 years, we know how much is it. That's a projection. But if you start saying, they're gonna make 50,000 times,
there's nothing that's happening.
I go home. We'll call you. We'll call you. I'm gonna waste our time. Once somebody says, okay, tomorrow I spoke to this person. This is what we do. This is what we do. But I just don't know how to close them. Yeah. Right. Okay. Now you're talking. So let's move things. This is how we close it. This is how we do. Here's the templates. This is what we do.
So you got a starting point.
Yeah, we move with you. That's why people are selling leads, hot leads, because that person, he was not closed, but he wants that.
Interest.
Yeah, there's an interest. So maybe we run business differently, but for me, business it's a equilibrium. Yeah, it's a service plus payment. That point. That's what I'm interested in. The rest, social media, what after you've been paid. You fix your logo, not before. Before, I told you I think with the stomach. No? So
you told us what makes you smile.
So it's like even in your morning when you wake up, you think, what is important in the agent? Okay, you start with that. Because your brain is still,
fresh.
And telling you about my dress code. So my dress code starts from understanding what Steve Jobs and that guy of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. So they have one color of T-shirt and one. So there's a reason for that, and I tried that. That's why I was saying, if success leaves a trail. So if you do it exactly, if you do it exactly, you're gonna get exact results. Exactly, So I was told that the creative thinking, I don't have the right word, but for you to take smart decisions, all of those difficult tasks, to handle them, there's a limited number of you to do them. Let's say you've got 10 a day. Yeah. Right. But we wake up in the morning thinking, what are we going to eat for lunch? What are we going to dress? Now you're busy with all 10 different decisions. Yes. Now you left with 3. Now you going to the office, you left with 3 strokes.
And all the energy was taken at home from clothes, from food, from shoes.
Plus traffic. You dead before you start. So now they give you Now you don't know what is important. You're at the office, but you're sitting. And what am I doing? Go to the kitchen and now you start sitting, drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Then I start asking, what are you doing? Yesterday I was eating this. What were you eating yesterday? I know why we waste time because we don't know what to do.
Yes.
But working from home, we jump to bed, shower. Sometimes we don't.
As no one checks that. There's no application that can check that hey, what's happening? As long as you're in the meeting, you're good.
But to kettle to like you still now you like, okay, what is important? Who can pay me? Right, okay, this one is interested, this one, okay, let me remind this one. You started by 7 o'clock, you're done with all of that. Then you can check your Facebook. You can update your status, you can do this, you do this. You know you planted the seed in the right or in a fertile soil. Then so your banking details, please resend that invoice. You send the invoice. Then at least there's a movement in your business or in your house, in your family, you know, in your relationships, because you know even relationships, your money till this time. I don't understand. I don't get it. I thought it was they didn't tell us. Why they didn't tell us? So it makes life easy. You know, as Monday, I was not feeling well because of the papalas. What happened was I focused on the important stuff. Only. If I didn't respond to your email, it means it's not important. At that point. Yes. Then today and yesterday, I answered those emails. Simple as that. So if you can have a youth who understands that, okay, life is agent. There's no patience. Maybe we need to redefine patience. Patience, it's waiting for the results while you. That's patience. Not sitting.
While there's action.
Not relaxing, drinking like I'm gonna do now.
Action is important. Because action, you see, I like what you're saying, because like from the point you mentioned about all these billionaires and what they were doing. Don't be busy, be productive.
Yes.
Don't be busy, be productive. There's a difference, because you can look like you're doing things, but what is it giving? So that's why I guess maybe yes, COVID wasn't a good thing. No one would
But I
would
also
want.
think in 2024, no one should still be talking about
COVID.
COVID. I feel like that's a lame excuse now. Already.
No, yes, you're very
like,
correct.
If someone is saying right now, I'm
Not as an excuse.
what happened? That's 4 years ago.
Not as an excuse. It should be as a lesson to say, look, COVID allowed us to understand what's important and what's priority.
It should be a reflection of what.
Yes, not as a reason to say, look, this is no. I share the same sentiments. I think it should be something like, look, this is what we learned. We learned what's important. Spending time with people that you love. That's why I even initially said, if you find someone who give you a time, you should really appreciate that, because that's quite important. It's someone that really. I think
adding to that, I think we need to start, and everybody and anyone to start to be childlike. Childlike is important. What happened yesterday, it's not mine. It's not important. What I'm gonna do today, it's important. So my service shouldn't be like yesterday. So the experience, like as we're sitting now, if we're to come back tomorrow, it should be more nicer than. So you look at the service and say, how did it go? You know you mess up. Messed up. Honestly speaking, we know. We know. And you say, okay, this time I'm gonna provide this service this way, because I'm gonna start with the happiness, because my boss taught me that I used to work for. He taught me, show them love. So you start with the love, and you're selling services. You're not selling bottle of water. You're selling services. So they need to feel like my money, this is where it's going, and I'm happy. So all of those things you can never learn it in university. Forget. You can also learn it on YouTube. Let me make an example. They always say, if you want to be successful, hang with the successful people, right? I don't know anyone who's successful in the way that I want. Success is it's contextual, it's different, right? I don't know anyone who's successful like that, right? What do we do? Nothing. But you can listen to Bill Gates. That's interview. That's basically talking to
them. Because probably is answering the questions you've got already. So it's
simple.
Like
simple. That's how you mingle with them. That's how, and it's free. Internet is free. Honestly speaking, there's a lot. Okay, we pay for this. Some of
But you had to travel to get to there via. Tell him you had to travel.
Even now, the first thing that I pay it's internet. The rest I don't care. I'll pay it when I pay. I will pay whenever I want to pay. But internet. First thing, when the money comes in, I'm like, okay, let's start with that. Because if that is gone...
You're not connected to the world, you're money.
Hey, I'm going to tell your daughter, hey, why she go and take the money? Otherwise, you won't get even sweets.
I know, like, with my daughter. Story for my daughter. Hello, Tanta. So we best friends. Nice. I learned that. I'm beautiful. Like, okay, I want to teach her what I know. I'm raising her as a boy, so she understands things from this angle. If you tricking her, it means she wants you to trick her. So you're not gonna take chances because I'm raising her as a boy.
Nice.
So, and I feel like a lot of guys we should do that too, because I started understanding, because I was not raised by my dad. So I started understanding the role of a dad in the life of a child. And for the fact that you can go in any club and buy a bottle of 6K when your kids are not taken off, that it's an insult to men in general, not to the person who does that, because they say you men, but we're with you and we didn't tell you.
Stop it.
Yeah, we're like, hey, buy. You know, guys, like 8 guys. With group of men, one guy is buying, 8 of us, we sitting like this. Women, I would see them in the restaurant and they're like, what did you like? Like, they don't joke about money. You know, we spend 10 grand on guys, like, but let's get bottled and what, and then we eat and then we drink. And tomorrow when you're in trouble, you call the lady that that time when things were good. So unfortunately, life it's like that. But at least if we can change 1 or 2, or maybe, and as gents, as we talking, Makonin, Makawash, like let's say, guys, but I see that you're wearing a Gucci, and then what's happening with that child of yours? I saw him. I saw them. So it's one of the things, and there's a program that I always watch on YouTube. They are interviewing these guys who are smoking drugs in the street. And they. So one, I feel lucky because it should have been me. I shouldn't be smoking drugs, sitting in there. It shouldn't be me. So you appreciate life and say, wow, it shouldn't be me. But then again, their story, it's similar. My dad. It's not mom, it's my dad. My dad was not there. All of them were like, wow. The presence, we're not saying come with money. No, we're saying be there. Just be there. And
no, but sorry, just to cut you off, but the presence, like the time, you said, time is money.
Yeah.
So it's already money. It's just that the money.
Not the value of something that you put in time is money.
Yeah, you see, but just you being it's already, even if you had sat here, you get it, because it's like it's a blessing for us. We appreciate, because you could have been anywhere. That's why I was saying, like, even COVID gotten to a point to a few or some did realize that, look, what's important is the things that are close to you.
Yes, definitely.
It's not so much of the things that are close
to prove what we are saying. If you lose those things, then that's when you see, oh, I love that thing because it's not here now.
You see, yeah. You see, I'll tell you, there are people that inspire me. It's my nieces, right? So you mentioned something about being present and being today. They're always present in it. And tomorrow it's still there. It's forgotten. It's a new thing.
Sure, yeah.
It's no matter what happens.
Yeah.
It's okay. It is what it is. But now, let's move.
Yes,
What is it? You guys should write a book, actually. Because you know,
right.
Yeah, you guys should actually write a book and co-author this and help people not only here in Africa, even in different time zones. I know, like right now, even Tanzania is a different time zone and stuff. And you can get a project. You start it, you spec it, and say this is what's needed. And then when it comes time for you to sleeping, you give it to Pat. Pat, when it comes to time sleeping, give it to Mambo Cat. Mambo Cats, when time is sleeping, and you coming, you're waking. You said you don't want a bath because you're waking.
Oh, that one. Didn't miss that one.
So now you can even charge 7 days, but you guys finish it in 2 3 days.
Yeah. That's actually a good,
And then
good model.
You can, but because of this, like 4 years, like a baby will be swearing at you.
Right? And always remind him, like, maybe once in a while, like,
Yeah. And
we have planned to meet so many times.
Yes.
Right? We have planned to meet so many times, but it's either he's caught up with work or it's either I do 9 to 5. I'm
Yes.
still in the corporate space,
Yeah.
even though I do the things on the side. So
Yes.
it's either when I'm free,
Wow,
he's
that's
working, or sometimes we just take, I don't know.
No, guys, you must commit. We need a book.
No, they trust it.
Inspire at least some of the other guys. Because this has worked.
Yeah.
And look, I guess that's why platforms like LinkedIn works and stuff, because it's also professional.
Yeah.
It's not any other platforms, and you guys used it brilliantly. And to be honest, I'm really inspired.
And also, with me, like, to be quite specific, right? I had a lot of people that I met through social media, that I met through internet.
Yes.
My business buddies.
Yes.
I met them and I've attended or supported their business. I've partnered with them. I've done some projects for them, or they've done something for me. So it is really a safe space. And for me to decide to contact and work with them, it's how they posted and presented themselves on social media. That's one thing that I always tell my client when I do consultation and say, look, in South Africa we still have a lot of fear to buy and trust online things. Not like any other continent like America and UK and everything where you can just buy from anywhere. But with us, we're still very skeptical and there's still a lot of scamming going around. But there's a certain way that you can create or you can do for your audience to trust you. So each and every time you packaging your product or your service or whatever, just have someone with the phone behind. It doesn't have to be a perfect cell phone. It doesn't have to be a perfect video. There's a reason why there's reels on Instagram. There's a reason why there's reels on Facebook. There's a reason why there's TikTok. Because there's a section that actually gives you to talk. They want to hear your voice if you really exist. So the background is you're cutting, you're making those couches, or you are making that shea butter or whatever. Just take content and post. So that's how I was able to actually get through to all the ladies I'm actually connected to right now in my life. And after I trusted them with my brand, and they trusted me with their brand because of the content that we share. It's very I relate to them, and they build trust. Because for someone to buy something from you online, it literally will take them about 3 or 6 months. So you can't just post today and someone like and comment. You think you're gonna buy? No, give them time. Give them something. Don't just end it with that one video. Give them time and keep on posting up until they feel comfortable to buy. So
No, that's power. This is coming from a minor to a content. Yeah.
Yeah, so
No, that's powerful. No, that's great. Eh? No, great. Mobukadzi, what's your thoughts with this guy?
now there's so many nuggets. My head is spinning.
You're spinning,
I'm like trying to remember some of the stuff.
Yeah, it's so much content. But you know what? I really want to appreciate you guys. Your time, I know it's valuable. You could have been having it with people that are very close to you, but we do appreciate and thank you for gracing us with your presence. But I want to ask you one question and stuff like, what's your next? Like, some people they say, no, look, you know what? I remember there's a guest who was saying, I was chasing money. I was chasing money, and then he says, I know at this moment, you know what? There's something I need to learn as well that I can. And then one of the other guests was saying, no, look, you know what? At this level now that I'm at, I want to create a legacy. Like you mentioned, a legacy as well with your kids and stuff like that. Yeah. So I want to understand, like, let's say if I'm to fast forward your lives right now, 10 years time, like, what is it?
Starting with ladies first.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, so right now, and what I'm looking into, like the future and how the future looks like for me.
Yeah.
So I've done a whole lot of research on my services and my business,
Nice.
right? And then I want to have a different approach, and I've done a lot of analysis with the industry that I'm in, because everyone right now just want to do SEO and and I've also noticed that SEO is very expensive, right? Digital marketing, social media marketing, and consultation. Other people need, like, in order for them to give you like a 30 minutes time just to do a discovery call or meeting, whatever, they charge 1.5, 2,000 just for that, you know, because it's something that is like trending and every business needs.
Yeah,
so what I then decided to do is to give my business like a structure, and I'm busy building like a new whole app, website, hashtag, whatever.
Nice.
So it's gonna be like a platform that any business, whether you're from a medium, small, a big corporate or whatever company, you can actually go and utilize and you make use of that app. So the app is actually going to help you monetize, or rather not really monetize, but to filter the kind of services that you need from Pet Level Digital's app. So it's going to, because I noticed if I charge you 5,000 for SEO, and then you go to someone charge you 5,000 for social media, and then someone charge you 6,000 for web app development or e-commerce or whatever, then you end up with a bill of 20K. So I want to give you everything same time on the app. So if you have a business, you want to actually go online, we want to have an e-commerce, then you can have it's like a monthly fee that you're going to pay, starting from 100 rand that anyone can afford, up to 5,000 whatever, depending on how big your business is and your budget and everything. So you can just go there and say, okay, this month, for the next 3 months, I need, I already have a website, or I don't have a website. Then you're going to filter and say, I need a website, number one. And then on that website, I need SEO marketing, I need social media, I need email marketing, I need, then from there, after that, you get a quotation, and then it's going to be different plans, right? And then you're actually going to pay each and every month. You don't have to pay upfront fee of 10,000 for a website, and then upfront fee of educating yourself at any time. So the thinking is going to launch very soon. We're working with like very wonderful brands that are actually willing to come on board as well. Brilliant. To just help me make this a success, especially when it comes to payments. Like, I know there's a big phobia when it comes to putting your
You've been to Ghana.
putting you know, your banking details and leaving them on an app.
Oh,
so
yeah, security.
so there's a company I'm actually working with. It's a
nice.
very reputable company. It's a South African company started by a guy from India. Pitch Payment, I don't know if you you've heard of Pitch
Payment.
Yeah. So so we literally just going to work around and see, and
nice.
so if you can pay 300 every month, you can have some pure, you can have you know, someone gonna get content for you, you can have you know, social with that 300 every month forever, you know, and you have everything under one roof, and you can just all you need to focus on is just paying your staff and
wow,
so
amazing.
And hopefully in the next 10 years I'll have like 10 million clients. And
Where were you when we were voting? Where were you? You could have been the president.
No, I always tell people that I think I'm the best. I'm the only right candidate to be this country's president.
Wow.
But you guys don't believe me.
Jokes. No, chat to that. No, thank you. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
The question was, what's
like
the
if
next
I'm to fast forward you 10 years time,
all right.
What is it?
One of the things is investing in AI because it's the future and it makes life simple, productive, you know.
New tech.
Yeah, so that's me there. And then the second one is, you know, just focusing on, you know, I think they call it venture capital, where you invest in a lot of these small businesses and then, you know, work with them. You know, so
Can I cut you right now? You know one thing about me and Spirit, I just noticed that we have a lot in common. Like there's a female friend of mine, and we literally like working on a venture capital company, but then we can continue.
Number one. Number one.
So
we've got LinkedIn to blame.
So the perfect man.
So this Sunday, as I was telling you, I was going with a friend, and then there's this lady who called. Okay, so I want to. In fact, I already sent her money to buy stuff. So we're starting another business that sells clothing, shoes, you know, Nike, and all of that. We're doing that. Nice. Other than that, I'm starting another one. It's almost complete. I think I should be launching month end this, where it's do like the 360 photo booth. Yeah, I'm starting that one with a different brand name. It's called Kuziko. So Kuzi, C-U-Z-I. That is for Kuzwa, your surname, but it's C. It starts with a C. Yes, I'm starting that. Nice. And for now, I wanna, you know, but in 10 years, I just want not to be part of that, but it's part of me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, because I'm growing older, not younger, so I should be looking at that from that distance, giving people opportunity to be themselves, you know, expressing who they are in business, how they understand it, because these kids now they think differently and their ideas, they are better than mine. So I want them to give them platform and say, just play, just play. Because as I was designing how my office will look, it's going to be way different from the office that I know. Because the office that I know, you come and sit, drink coffee, and then out. So I want something that where people can play, can be their home, can be something where they can express, whether via video, whether via coding, but it should be something that, you know, and that formula, I took it from the Mapiano guys. Like the Cubs are there, so that's what they do. They have they have everyone who's there doing their own thing. But at the end of the day, everybody's winning.
And it's a masterpiece.
But now we find you're doing your thing. We should be one thing and just let's play. Everybody should do their thing. You know something that I don't know. You know someone that I don't know. So that's how we grow. And in digital space, we don't have something like this. The Mapiano they do have. It's fine. But in digital space, we are the one who needs to come up with that.
Oh, that's powerful. That's brilliant. I can't fall because I'm already down, because that's too much. That's too much for me. No, but that's fine, you know. But thank you guys. you very much. Yeah. I think that's powerful. We'll definitely be working. Please allow us to share your details with everyone.
Yeah.
And the services so that they can also reach out to you guys. And we must continue. Your mindset, you're very imaginative. From a briefcase, now you've got an office now picture.
Yeah, now because it's the future, it's not now.
Oh, okay.
It's not me playing. Yeah. No. There's kids playing. Me, I'll be somewhere.
Okay. So
not me. No. I can't play. When I'm playing computer, I do things. So there's people who need to play while doing brilliant things. People are how they process stuff. Yeah. It's different. So you give them that platform, then they're gonna do. Yes.
Give them a platform, and they'll produce wonders. You take.
No, he mentioned something earlier on before we started when we were talking about the 5-year plan, 10-year plan and whatnot. And then he said, sometimes it's difficult to have that 5-year plan if you're thinking from your
Yes.
You want to survive. You can't think. You're thinking of
don't go and negotiate when you're hungry.
Yeah, 5 years. You're thinking of now.
Yeah.
So that was very it's so profound. A lot of people don't even think of that. Now it's like today, okay, tomorrow.
What am I doing tomorrow?
Today, okay. You know what? You're not even thinking about next week Monday.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought
that applies also to money.
Yeah.
Right. There's people when you get money to pay your debt so that you can have good credit score so that you can make another loan. Right?
Okay.
There's people who get money to buy bread and eat tomorrow, buy another bread, eat. And they call it hand to mouth or something. And there's people who have money, who gets money or income or something, and they invest. But at the end of the day, you need to choose where you belong.
Yes.
Do you want to buy bread? Do you want to pay your debts so that you can get more debts and debts? At the end of the day, you've got a car that is old model at that time. And then you've got or you sacrifice that. You don't look rich. You don't look successful. But things are happening, and people are benefiting. One of the things that I wish, and I want that more than anything, is to have 1 or 10 or 50, but I'm targeting that one person who's gonna say, I bought my mom a house, I took my siblings to school, because of this company. The bank says, oh, you're working for these ones, okay, let's give him loan, give her whatever. So that's a thing, because sometimes there's people who know you when you were struggling. Those people, they've got gold because they saw me with the backpack and 1 pair of shoes. They know the story, so you know me. But there are those who, when I grow up, a doctor, I know a doctor from the clinic, not even a
doctor from
clinic, public. I didn't know those people exist in our community. But those people those are the people that needs to get an opportunity to see. Or can you play in the office, like play PlayStation the whole day? And tomorrow, you can do that.
Yes.
But why you waiting for a task from that guy? Oh,
you know when to work. It's structured. Like you were saying that, I now know that I always wear these clothes. Zuckerberg, right? I don't need to make a decision on this.
Sure.
I'll make a decision on the important things.
Simple. So that's that. We just need to be those people. That is why when they said continue with your mom's business, I was like, no, that's my mom's business.
Yes.
It's not mine. So yes, I can come up with a company call a bottle, because I still have that certificate. Call a bottle. People are requesting bottle. I can still do that. But that's not me now. Maybe in the future. Whoever's looking, if you take my idea, I'm watching you. Watching you. It's that. We need to be in that space where we get time to spend with our family, and while things are happening on the background, while you're looking like you're poor. or not poor, but okay. Yeah, and then, because we tried that. First thing, you buy a BMW, you buy this, you move to a suburb, but at a later stage. But I think we needed to go through that to understand life in a different way, because if I didn't, then I wouldn't have took a money and give it to the lady that I met also online. Said, like, here's 30 grand, buy those things and let's see.
Let's do it, yes.
Let's see. So it might fail. I'm ready for that.
Yes, because you're prepared.
Yes, then I'm going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And that 360 that I'm doing, 360 are normal 360s, but the one I'm selling experience. It has like your money gun, your lights, your fog machine. It's like a whole big thing, and people in the township, they can pay like 50 rand for that, but in the north, obviously, but
it's like that 520 with the extra digits. No, that's power, brother.
So it's that, and I'm always open to people who says, oh, I've got this idea, but don't come with, I want the car wash. I'm not saying car wash are bad or something. I'm saying let's think way beyond the yes. You see, the pet's idea. It's something that is not there, and I'm interested. Like, okay, what's happening? How do we then make it work?
I'm watching it. It won't work.
So you see, there was a thinking applied to that, True, so those people will say, okay, it's something that works. Why don't we? Okay, let's I'll help with the marketing. That's your product. Let's do this. I'll help with the marketing. So I'm building a client. I'm creating a client because there's a company that I'm going to build that all of these businesses will market for them. Then it's now. It's happening. It's happening.
The ecosystem. No, that's brilliant, and it's also it stems behind the same values and principles. So which actually makes people like meet like this. 4 years, I'm still.
Sure, the 4 years is like, you need counseling. I need counseling. I know you need counseling.
I need counseling. Just invite me to your launch of the 360. I'm good.
You can come, yes.
And I remember this other day, it's like, oh really? I actually always go to wind back to this BMW thing and fix my car. I'm like, oh, tell me when you're in Alex, and did he ever tell me that I didn't?
Oh, is it? And that's quite close.
That is very quite close.
Yeah.
Like, I had friends in Midrand. I always go to Midrand. We literally just.
Wow. Mambo guys, thank you very much for making these guys meet face to face. Nowadays, this is what they call proof of life.
As we create more of this opportunity.
Great.
As well, and to meet the lovely team.
It's fun.
Actually, I never thought talking about these things is gonna be fun like this. I thought it's mine done.
Because he doesn't like being in front of the. I know a lot about him. We personally have actually thought of doing like a podcast about SEO and everything. But the problem, and he needs to speak. Because I'm talk. You're gonna do the talking because you have applied more, theory to practical than I have. So and it's like, I'm a camera. But then can we put it? I'm like, can we just start? And I'm like, okay, so come to my place. Like, okay, I'll come. Then if you know pets on that, you can have to take your time.
No, it's like you're saying, the key thing is to start and to take action, and I like your concept to say like you won't be able to do everything. Like we're blessed enough to also have this team that we've got. It's an amazing team. All we just have to do is say we're coming. So you guys can actually do the same and say, look, you know what, guys, this is what we want to do. Just make sure all our stuff is on point, and then you do it, and then
with what you have.
Then at least if you post something and then you're good, then the next day, then 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 it's going and the next day, now you've built Africa. With just one step.
There's also one guy that actually motivates me a lot. Talifani Banks. I don't know if you guys know him.
Yes.
You know him.
Watch the space. Watch the space.
Talifani Banks, like his thinking and his ways of doing things is
amazing.
Out of this world.
Brilliant
and he
mind,
wants to do something. He needs to do. Right now, he just launched Paza Eats. It's an app like Uber Eats and McD and whatever, but then he actually targeted places whereby, these people don't go. They don't go to they don't go to Soweto to do Uber Eats because it's like, look, he bought scooters and he delivered with his own car, his own Mercedes. He bought for millions. He's like, look, I'm gonna make this thing work. And then he started analytic company, and it's booming. It's one of the biggest advertising company, analytical advertising company in Africa. He's won so many awards. And just looking at him is like, I'm like, no man, it's anything is possible, if you put your mind to it and you just start. And when he counts how many times he failed, and you just see who you just need to start. You just need to start with what you have.
And that's definitely a gentleman that's also gonna inspire a lot of like African kids. I remember he had that's when I also met him. I met him after that.
He's one of our regular.
He's quite amazing, and definitely with all these forces, I'm telling you, we all gonna get there.
Definitely,
we all gonna get there. Definitely. So brilliant. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Welcome, guys.